After I retired rugby, all the professional sports player having a second career, I decided to open my Mochi shop. As a Japanese, it's really easy to get a visa in Netherlands. I was a rugby player and now I'm doing rickshaw. Always working outside, so I love Japan. But summertime is terrible. That's why I want to make my shop in Amsterdam. So summer, no thank you.
Thanks for joining us on Unpacking Japan, proudly produced by our team at Zen Studio with the long-standing support of Zen Group. To keep these weekly stories coming, please consider subscribing. It's the best way to support the show and really makes a difference. And now, let's get into it. Welcome to Unpacking Japan. I'm Toby, and today I have the pleasure of sitting here with Kentaro. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for inviting.
You pull rickshaws in the streets of Tokyo. You were a professional rugby player before and have a very interesting journey in Japan. I think that started in Fukuoka. You were telling me where you're from originally. I want to learn more about what's it like to be this kind of tour guide to pull the rickshaw, which is a very traditional mode of transportation here in Japan, very popular at the moment with a lot of tourists. So I'm sure you have a lot of stories to share. But before we get into that, I'm curious a little bit about what brought you all the way from Fukuoka to Tokyo for your career.
I was born in Fukuoka and I started to play rugby from the 7 years old. So my life is rugby. I went to high school because of the rugby interview.
Wow.
And then I wanted to play rugby in the university in Tokyo. Then I moved to Tokyo because I went to the university in Tokyo. And then after the graduate, I became the pro, work in the Panasonic company. But I'm not working like a salaryman. I just had the contract as a rugby player. That's how I moved to Tokyo.
You said that from a young age, you were already wanting to become a professional rugby player. Your life is rugby. Where does this interest for rugby come from? I don't think it's popular now, but definitely less popular than baseball or soccer here in Japan. So where does your interest for rugby come from?
Actually, when I was a child, I also playing tennis. And rugby was much tougher than tennis. Tennis is good, not really tough contact sports, but rugby, rainy day, it's a really physical. So I always tell my mom, I want to quit rugby. I want to play tennis because it's much fun and not painful. But maybe when I was a junior high school student, I felt good about rugby because rugby, even if you have a good skill, if you don't have a fire on your heart, you cannot play well. And you can show how much you care about your teammate, how much you care about your team, and you can show your spirit by your performance. At this point, I felt, rugby is amazing. Then I decided to play rugby really seriously. And then I think turning point of the Japan rugby is 2025 on the World Cup in the UK. Japan national team beat against South Africa. It's a big thing.
South Africa is one of the big teams in rugby.
And the national team beat against South Africa. Then, the situation of the Japan rugby changed in Japan.
A few years ago as well, I think 2019, the World Cup was in Japan. And Japan did really well then too. So you said that around junior high, you wanted to focus on rugby. How is it like in the Japanese school system for people that kind of want to go more professional? Is there a specific infrastructure for students that want to focus more on sports already, like special sports high school, so to say?
Depends on the high school. I think some high school is really focusing for playing rugby. But my situation, maybe one of the reasons that I didn't have a big confidence about my rugby. So, and many of my friends in the junior high school, I decided to go to the one high school. Actually, the high school is kind of smart in my hometown. And then, because of the friend, and I didn't have a big confidence about to go to the strong rugby high school. Then I decided to go at the school playing rugby and also study.
So just kind of go more the usual way and not commit because you were not so sure. But in the end, you still managed to kind of go down the pro career path. You said you signed with Panasonic after university. How does it work then for you? What is it like becoming a pro rugby player here in Japan?
Yeah, because, I didn't have a confidence. But while I was playing rugby, because of my successful experience, I got confidence. Little. Then maybe I got a big confidence because of my experience. Then at some point I felt, I can play rugby, for my life. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I felt that way at some point. Then,
So shy at first, and you build confidence through playing, through gaining experience, through realizing you're actually good at this. When you want to become pro in Japan, how does it work? Is it you get scouted by the teams that are looking at how the university players are doing and such, or do you have to apply like a job? You mentioned you signed with Panasonic. Like, what was the process like?
Mainly, it's a team scout. But some players are playing rugby in Australia or New Zealand or maybe UK, France. Maybe the pro team scout didn't check the people. This kind of situation, you have to apply. You knock the door to a team. Hey, I'm here and I think I'm good enough to play rugby as pro at your team. So please look at me. Can I play rugby? Can I play the game, like a training game, with your team in the training season or something? Well, then you can. There's a
both ways.
Yeah, both ways.
What was it like for you? Which way did you go?
Team scouted me.
Team scout. Wow, that's cool. So you're at home, you're kind of dreaming about it, and suddenly you get a phone call or you get the mail. And the team is like, hey, do you want to show up for the training session?
Basically, first, the team contact to the university team, not direct to me. And from the team, I hear this team want to get you. If you have interested on, you can meet, like that.
And then once you become pro, you sign with the team, you wear the jersey. You described earlier how important it is to kind of also have the fire to work with your team. It's a team sport after all. What was the season then like once you joined the pro? Suddenly it's like, okay, you're in the league, you have to play, you have got the games, you've got the rankings. It's not just university anymore. How was that experience like for you?
For my situation, when I was joined the Panasonic, the team was a champion team. Champion 2 times in a row, and then there are so many good players. So I felt I'm not totally good enough, not good enough. So I felt I could join the team, but how can I make my life in this team? And ask the coach, what should I do? Of course, I have some idea, but coach is having experience. So I talk to them and get the feedback. Many times the feedback is really tough. Because the coaches say, because you are not, this point is not good enough, blah, 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 negative. But also there is a positive point. But you at this point, if you make this point better, you can be special.
So you have to really take in the feedback from the coach and work on yourself a lot to kind of get to the level of the other players.
Exactly.
A lot of coaches, I think, in the Japanese league are also foreigners, and there are also a lot of foreign players. How was that for you to suddenly be in an international team in a way that you had to also work, maybe communicate in English with foreign players? Or
actually, the coach? When I joined the rugby team as a pro, there were players from another country, but not so much like now.
Okay.
Now it's crazy.
Yeah.
And actually, there was a translator. So, Japanese tried to adapt the players from another country. No, maybe the players from another country try to adapt to Japanese.
Interesting.
Now, many Japanese try to adapt, but that point is a bit different, I feel.
You started out your career in rugby with Panasonic. You mentioned you also played in Kobe and you also played in Melbourne. That's a big step, moving overseas to play rugby. What was it? Something you were searching? You tried? You went to knock on the door of the Melbourne rugby team?
No, actually, Japan is the North Hemisphere, and Australia is the Southern Hemisphere. So the season is the opposite season, different. So actually, that time many players had a contract with the two team.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So I could have a contract with the Australian team. And there was a big Tonga guy named Manaki Murphy. It's a really famous. He played 2015 and also 2019. Melbourne team wanted to get him. And then my agent is same as a Murphy. Then he said, what about send Kentaro with Murphy? Like... I don't know.
As a duo.
Yeah, like a happy set. Yeah. Potato and burger. I don't know.
Manzai kombi.
Yeah, manzai kombi みたいな. So, yeah, that time I could, before the year, I also could play the game as a Panasonic team and could be the champion. Yeah, because same position, one of the same position member got injured. So I had a luck and also, I made the effort and could take the opportunity. So many...
What was it like for you playing in Australia versus playing in Japan? How different was the rugby style and the level of the teams?
These days, in Japan, many Australian people are playing and the level and the style getting similar because the coaches can be Australian also. But physical and communication. When I went to Melbourne, my English was not like this. My English was kind of zero, so it was a bit difficult for me to communicate with a teammate.
You said there was a translator on the Panasonic team that was helping a little bit. Did you have a translator in Melbourne?
No.
How did you adapt to this? How did you pick up the English? Now your English is really good.
Yeah.
How did you get to that?
Yeah, while I was in the Melbourne, my English is much worse than now. But of course, I tried to study and I tried to communicate. And actually, rugby people are nice. Everyone's nice. Yeah. So people bring me the cafe. Actually, Melbourne having a good coffee culture. There are many Italian immigrants. So we went to the bar. I tried to talk a lot. And then that experience make my English level up. And also, I studied English by following the US drama, Friends. Because I wanted to get the daily conversation, not the skill of the paper test on the table. So I printed out all the conversation. And first, I tried to understand all the word, sentence, idiom on the table. Then, after I understood everything, I watched the video, then tried to understand by my eyes and the ear.
So you printed the script of the episode. We're studying the script, and wow, that's a lot of dedication.
Yeah, I still remember the first episode.
Friends seem to be one of these shows that really had an impact on a lot of Japanese people interested in learning English. It's not the first time I hear this. Is it because of how accessible it is in terms of the kind of conversations you hear?
Because it's good for the daily conversation. I don't need to study about some special word. Like if you work in some, let's say, Toyota company, and you don't need to know about the name of the,
the part of the car.
Exactly. So I wanted to go fastest way. So I felt, French is good.
But at the very beginning, no English, and you're there in the team in Melbourne, and you were saying how important the feedback from the coach was to improve yourself. How did you manage it at the beginning when the coach was giving you instructions? So you have to play here, you have to play with this player, this is a strategy we want to use for the next game. How did you process all of that?
Actually, the meeting is okay because coach take the time and sometimes write down the paper, then I can understand. Because I have time. But on the ground,
during the game,
if I cannot understand what the player said, and if I forget about the sign play or something, even I ask and they answer, if I cannot understand, and especially Australian accent is a bit difficult to understand, So, it was a bit tough.
How long did you end up playing in Melbourne?
Total, maybe 2 years.
Okay, so 2 seasons and back and forth with the Japanese team. What did you learn from a rugby perspective? I imagine the style played in Australia is quite different than maybe here in Japan. When you have that experience in Melbourne, then you come back to play in Japan, do you feel like, we can try a new way of playing, a new approach?
I think the mindset of the Australian people and the Japanese is really difficult.
Different?
Different. Good and bad. Japanese people, care about a small mistake. When we make a mistake on the ground, oh my gosh. But the Australian people doesn't care about, of course, care about the mistake, but if you're challenging, and the mistake is because of your challenging, even you make a mistake, they are really positive. I felt this point is different. Yeah.
The core, I would say, the biggest rugby leagues are in Europe. We were just talking about the top 14 in France is maybe one of the most competitive ones. England as well has a very competitive league. When you're playing, you start being international. Do you dream or consider trying to move to Europe to play professionally?
Yeah, if I have enough skill and power, I wanted to play rugby in many countries. Yeah. Actually, when I was playing rugby, now these days, European rugby is it's a biggest league, I feel. But my generation, there was a Super Rugby.
Yeah,
New Zealand league and the Australian league and the South African league. They fighting each other, and the good point of the rugby is they make the ball move really fast. Yeah. European rugby is kicking and more physical.
Yeah.
So actually, that timing maybe Super Rugby was stronger than European league, and also fun to watch.
Yeah, I imagine a lot of running and sprints and
For example, UK, there's so many lanes, so they should kicking. Otherwise, they lose the ball and lose the territory. So kicking, scrum, line out more. Yeah, for me, it's a bit boring. So I didn't think about playing rugby in the Europe. Even I have enough skill and power.
So you played all your career the 15-player rugby, the kind of traditional.
I also play sevens.
Okay. So you experimented a little bit. How long were you playing as a professional?
10 years.
10 years. That's a quite long career. Rugby is quite physical too. So you moved around between teams. You had that career. Do you have any? I think you mentioned earlier you even won the championship in Japan with Panasonic. Do you feel like this is the big achievement at that time in your career, the biggest thing you win when you finally get to the top of the Japanese league?
Actually, I feel, it's a good experience, but the point you achieve is, of course, it's important, but it's not most important. Yeah, on the way to make a success and how much you make effort to yourself, how much friendship you get with your teammate. That one is the most important. That one makes you feel happy the most, more than the result.
Interesting. I think maybe a lot of kids dream of that moment when you win the trophy, but for you, the real victory was doing it with the team together and kind of going.
I have one memory when I play rugby in the Kobe Steel. I couldn't play first team long time. Then I got a frustration, and of course, there are so many people had the same frustration. But we had a training game, right? It's not a fast game, training game. No customer in the training field. But I could have a good connection with a teammate. And then, it's a training game, so everyone care about the eyes from the coaches because everyone want to play fast game. But at some point, I felt I don't want to play rugby because of the coaches'
opinion.
Yeah, that is not my biggest reason to play rugby, So I felt at that point then, before the game, I said, I really like you guys. So let's not pray for the coaches. Let's pray for ourselves. Then we could play well. I also could play well. I won. It's a training game, but I felt so good. So good.
The mindset changed to focus on yourself, to focus on the team and not on other people's opinion. A big impact on your career. 10 years as a professional player, a lot of victories, international games. At what point do you get interested in starting to pull rickshaws?
Actually, after I retired rugby, of course, all the professional sports player having a second career. So I decided to open my Mochi shop.
A Mochi shop?
Mochi, yeah. Mochi shop in Japan and also in Netherlands, Amsterdam.
Really? Why?
Because Mochi is a vegan, gluten-free, and can collaborate with the sweet, spicy, soy sauce, can go inside of the hot pot. So if I know about Mochi well, and I can arrange to everyone because Mochi is open mind, can collaborate with anything, right? So I decided to learn about how to make mochi. Then I started work in the local mochi shop close from the Shinjuku. But while I'm learning about how to make mochi, I still had time. And I have enough strengths because of the rugby. And I can speak English. And I like talking to people. Rugby is a team sport. So, and now many people traveling Japan from another country. So I thought, this rickshaw business is really good for me. So then I decided to start.
So you stopped with the mochi and kind of switched to the rickshaw?
No. I still try. I will make mochi shop for sure.
So you just kind of postponed the idea?
Yeah.
You said you wanted to open in Amsterdam?
Yeah.
Why Amsterdam?
Because Amsterdam is good, fun.
Yeah.
That is, of course, one point. And also, as a Japanese, it's really easy to get a visa in Netherlands. From the Edo era, Japan and Netherlands had a big friendship. If you go Nagasaki, there is a Netherlands town, House Tembos. From the era, there is still the contract between Japan and Netherlands. Nichiran Tsuko Tsusho Jouyaku. So when Japanese people want to get a business visa, it's really easy to get. And I can start a business. And then, I love Japan, but, summertime is terrible.
Yes.
It's hot and the humidity is terrible, right? And I was a rugby player and now I'm doing rickshaw. Always work in outside. So I felt, I want to make my life Japan, but summertime I want to stay another country. And Amsterdam, summertime is so beautiful, right? So what about I make mochi in Japan first? Then if it's successful, then I make my mochi shop in the Amsterdam. Then I make Japan, Amsterdam. If I can make this lifestyle, my life is amazing.
Yeah. You've got exciting plans.
Yeah.
You want to make mochi because you want to make mochi for everyone because it goes with everything and it's open-minded.
Yeah.
That's how you put it. What was it like for you to go from being a professional rugby player to going to that shop in Shinjuku and starting to learn mochi? Where do you start? What is the key to mochi?
Because I decided to learn about mochi because not I like mochi. It's more, I think about the business side more. I told you it's a vegan, gluten-free, it's an open mind. And also, if I want to be sushi chef from this age, it's too difficult.
Yeah. You'll have to learn for the next 30 years before.
Yeah, right. So I'm too old. But mochi, because of my idea, I can make a good shop by somehow. I felt that way. So I decided to jump in the small local popular mochi shop.
And start learning.
Yeah.
But halfway through, you discover you have a lot of skills. You speak English. You like to talk to people. Suddenly, a lot of tourists are coming to Japan as well. And you pivot to rickshaw. Very physical job. I think people that have been in Japan, maybe to Asakusa or Arashiyama in Kyoto or Kamakura, have seen the rickshaw pullers. When you see this, it's a very traditional Japanese way of moving. It's kind of gone, except for maybe as a tourist attraction. Why do you pick this one? Why not, be a tour guide at a museum or popular area? Why the rickshaw?
Because I can use my strength, strongest point. Physics, English, communicate. Maybe if I'm don't want to do the workout, maybe rickshaw is not least, but I love workout. So
now your job is working out all day long.
Yeah.
How heavy are the rickshaws when you pull them?
With the customer?
Yeah.
Maybe total.
I guess depends on the customer then.
Yeah. Maybe average total, maybe one rickshaw is for two people, total maybe 300 or something.
300 kilos.
Yeah, but actually, it's not tough. Once rickshaw moving forward, it continues smoothly because Asakusa city is a flat everywhere. So if you do the rickshaw in Arashiyama, I have never did, but maybe it's tough.
More difficult.
Yeah.
You said once you get it started, it goes smoothly, but then you need to stop it as well, right? You've got 300 kilos that will
But I don't need to stop immediately. Slowly stop. So if you have experience, no, it's like a cardio exercise.
So how do you get that experience? Where do you start? Do you need to get a license to become a rickshaw puller, or how do you kind of get into that business?
Actually, we don't need to get a license. I have a car license, but rickshaw don't need to get a license. But the training is really tough. Training is tough because if many rickshaw people make a car accident or something, maybe Tokyo City decide no rickshaw anymore. Yeah. Everyone really scaring about this happening. So the boss of the company do the training very seriously.
What kind of a training is it?
They are on my rickshaw and bring the heavy water and make a rickshaw heavy and pour like, of course there is a small rest, but 2, 3, 4 hours in the row. And checking my guide and my drive when I feel tired.
So to see kind of what your stamina is, how long can you keep going, how much can you pull? What are the rules when you are operating those on the street? Because you are on the street with the cars, with the motorbikes and everyone else.
It's same as car.
Same as a car. So you can take the same turn and the same, exactly same
Yeah,
regulations. Interesting. No license required, but a lot of training. How long do you have to train for before you're officially allowed to kind of go out there?
In my situation, depends on the boss. Some another company having maybe seat, checking seat, but our company is already old style, and the boss is really analog person. So when he feel he's good, he's good.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, I was the fastest person. I had enough physics, so it's tough, but for me, it's okay.
I was reading up about the rickshaw, or in Japanese, rickshaw, which is like a human-powered car, basically. When they became popular again, at some point they were like 50,000 in the streets of Tokyo. How many are on the streets now? How many rickshaw drive or pullers are there?
These days, many people traveling from another country, and there are 15 or 16. I'm not sure. Many companies and many rickshaw guys. So
quite a lot, actually.
Every month, new face, and so quite a lot.
There's a physical part of it, but you also need to know the area, I imagine. And then the important part is the tour guiding. Was this a lot for you to learn? Were you familiar with Asakusa at the beginning when you got there? Or do you suddenly have to learn the exact map, like the taxi drivers and where everything is?
Yeah, of course, company taught me about history things and many stuff about Asakusa City. But I also studied about Asakusa City by myself. Yeah, making customer happy is the most important things for the tour guys. So this point, everyone make effort forever.
What is special about Asakusa City? A lot of people maybe know Sensoji as the temple, and they go down the street and shopping. But I imagine there's a lot of other kind of small, interesting things happening in Asakusa.
Yeah. Everyone feel, Asakusa equals Sensoji Temple, but it's not. For example, there is a Imado Shrine. Do you know Maneki Neko?
Yeah.
Inviting cat. The Maneki Neko was born in Imado Shrine in Asakusa.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So having the power of the business. And also next to the Imado Shrine, there is a Matsuyama Temple. The temple is the oldest temple in Tokyo.
Oh.
Yeah. So having the power for the health. Yeah. And also there are many another shrine and temple. So if you go to Asakusa City, you really feel Japan. You feel this way when you go Kyoto. But in Tokyo, I think Asakusa City is the best if you want to feel that way.
What was it like, your first experience having actual customers on the rickshaw? Because you did a lot of training, you studied a lot, and it's all theory, it's all testing, but suddenly you're there on the streets, you've got real people that are paying money and you have to take them around. What was it like for you to kind of do that?
Yeah, I still remember the first customer and where I guide in Asakusa. And but my first customer was a couple, young couple. And then they talked to me a lot. So I didn't need to think about what I say because they give me many questions. So yeah, that helped me a lot. Yeah.
Do you feel prepared then? Do you have all the answers? So do you start thinking like, oh my God, I need to study more. There's so many things I want to know about.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel, yeah.
What are the things that you notice people are kind of very interested in when they come with you on a tour around Asakusa?
Sorry.
What are the things that they're specifically interested? What kind of questions come up a lot?
The age of the Sensoji Temple, or good food spot, or good street food. How far the Skytree Tower from the Asakusa? Yeah,
a lot of facts. Yeah. Very factual questions.
Yeah.
Is it changing a lot? Especially, I think I don't know exactly how long you've been doing this for, but after COVID, and Japan opened its borders again, the number of tourists has grown a lot. And Asakusa is known to be one of those hotspots in Tokyo with a lot of people. Does it affect your work a lot? Does it change the kind of people that come to the area?
I have been doing this work 2 years, but from the conversation from my customer, I feel, already many people came Japan, and they talked about their experience in Japan to the friend, and now everyone knowing about Japan, and also many people research very well. Yeah, so now many people know how crazy Japanese summer is. Yeah, people are not traveling just Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto. They go Hokkaido, Okinawa, Kawaguchiko, Nikko, Kamikochi, and Nozawa Onsen, Hakuba. So many people having the knowledge I don't have.
Yeah, so they kind of go explore a little bit beyond what was popular before.
Yeah.
You just mentioned they know about Japanese summer, and you're talking about how brutal it is earlier. How do you deal with that heat when you're pulling this 300-kilo rickshaw in the months of July, August?
I'm decided not to work in the summertime.
Okay.
Me, basically, I work a lot, 7 days in a week, so almost every day. Everyone work. Most of people work 5 days and 2 days off in a week. So every 2 days, I save every week. And then summertime is a traveling season for me. So yeah, it's tough and less customer. So
for you the summer is like, it's not healthy. I'm not doing this.
Yeah, that's why I want to make my shop in Amsterdam. So summer, no thank you.
Yeah. You started with the rickshaw and taking the tours in Asakusa, but now you kind of share a lot of what you're doing online as well on Instagram, and you started taking tours also beyond Tokyo, I think. What is your interest in kind of this tour guide business as well? How do you see this? What are you trying to build? Are you also looking to kind of establish yourself as a general tour guide, not just a rickshaw puller?
Because I'm guiding, without rickshaw, Asakusa, Shibuya, Nikko, Kawaguchiko, Kamakura. I can go by train from the Tokyo. Because, why? It's also really fun for me. Of course, guiding Asakusa is fun, but it's good to change my mood. So I felt, what about I start to do the tour guide, not only in Asakusa? Then, I studied.
Is it the tour guide business in Japan, I think, is booming, but there's many different kind of guides. Are there also like licenses in that business that you need to get to do certain things, or how does it work?
I had, few years ago, I don't know, but you have to have a license, like a tsuyaku annaishi. It's a translator.
Translator and guide.
Translator guide. You need to get a license. But now, so many people are traveling from other countries, so the number of the tsuyaku annaishi is not big enough. So now the company decided to let the people doesn't have the tsuyaku annaishi license can guide, but without the car.
Okay, so you cannot take people by car, but you can guide people around different areas. What are some of the areas that are specifically fun for you? You said that you enjoy also kind of taking people outside of Asakusa. What are the areas you like to take people to?
Fuji. Fuji Yoshida. I think the view is one of the most famous. Fuji with the pagoda.
Yeah.
The spot is name is Fuji Yoshida. Fuji Yoshida city having also another different shrine, and most of the shrines are same name. Asama or Sengen Shrine. The shrine, main reason of the shrines are for stopping Mount Fuji explore.
Oh, interesting.
And for Japanese, Fuji is really important. People feel there is a god. So I like shrine, temple, and these vibes. Yeah, Asakusa City is the same. And also the view is nice, so I really like Fuji Yoshida. And of course, there is a Kawaguchiko Yamanakako. The view of the Mount Fuji with the lake is super beautiful. Yeah, and every time I go there, I really can refresh.
So you work 7 days a week, touring people around, so that you don't have to work in the summer as a rickshaw driver or just a regular tour guide. And you enjoy it yourself. You explore Japan. You mentioned a few times now the temples. Is it something you're personally interested as well, to kind of go to these historical places? Or is it something you notice that the tourists are very interested in and asking about a lot?
Personally, even while I was playing rugby, I really like to go shrine, temple. The atmosphere is totally different as another place, So when I wanna think about myself, making the important decision, I really like to go this kind of the place. And in the city, it's sometimes difficult to talk to myself honestly, because there are so many another sound. But when I go shrine, temple, I can hear my voice. So yeah, I really like because of my personality.
When foreign tourists come with you to these shrines and temples, sometimes it can be difficult for them to really understand the historical importance. You were explaining how the temples around Fuji are all or most of them there to prevent the volcano from erupting. You were describing the shrine in Asakusa for the Maneki-neko, also for health. If you don't know this, they all look like similar buildings, and maybe a lot of people just see them as photo spots. How do you convey the importance of them, the history, the things that are important to you as well, as someone who appreciates the space as a space for self-reflection, to all these tourists that kind of come with cameras, with maybe misconceptions about the space?
I think depends on the person. The meaning of the shrine temple is different. I think it's okay. Someone wanna go to the shrine just for the picture. For me, it's totally okay. You enjoy. And and if you want to know the knowledge about the historical things or meaning of the shrine temple, I explain. But if the customer having the interested on, I explain. But if the customer don't have an interested on, I don't need to say. I should take my time for taking the nice picture. Yeah.
Where is a place you'd like to go as a guide, or where is a place you'd like to take people to that you haven't been there to yet?
I want to go
as a guide to bring someone there.
I saw the temple on the Instagram, but in Fukui, there is a big temple having many small Buddha on the wall everywhere. It's I forgot the name, but
Eiheiji.
Eiheiji, yes, Eiheiji.
So there we go. I didn't have to search too long. Yeah, that's a beautiful place.
Yeah.
What is your balance now between being a rickshaw puller and a tour guide, like kind of out and about?
80% rickshaw tour guide and 20% tour guide without a rickshaw.
How long are your days, and when you typically do this? 4 or 5 hours, like the test or the training you were doing, or is like all day long?
It depends on the day. My contract with the company is really flexible. Everything is incentive. So I'm not in the shift schedule.
Okay.
I can decide when the time when I start a business, and also I can decide when I finish. So depends on the day, I can design my day schedule.
So these kind of contracts is like, so you work affiliated with that company and they provide you the rickshaw and you get a percentage of how much revenue you
just I rent a rickshaw, and when I make money, I pay the percentage to the company.
Interesting. From what I was reading, historically speaking, that was kind of the same. The first rickshaw pullers were also renting the rickshaws and kind of working on a commission base.
It depends on the company. The contract is different. Yeah.
Do you have time to recover from pulling every single day, or is it so normal for you now that this is kind of the routine?
If I work so long every day, the rickshaw is a cardio exercise, I said, but the total time I standing up is just so long, then I start pain for behind my feet, my low back. So, I need to get a rest because of that.
You described earlier how you remember very clearly your first customers.
Yeah.
What have been some of your most memorable tours and customers you had?
Okay. Once I had a Chinese customer. She took my rickshaw alone. She's maybe 75 or...
Wow, okay.
But zero English, zero Japanese. Zero. But she took 60 minutes.
Okay, so 60 minutes of silence?
No. Of course, when I stop and explain about some building, I can use a Google Translate, Japanese to Chinese, so it's okay. But while I'm driving the rickshaw, I cannot use an iPhone. And then I only know few Chinese words, like 开心 means happy. 拍照, picture, and 漂亮, it's cute. So, for example, when I stop on the signal and I face to her, and 开心, and then she say, yeah, 开心, 开心, and 拍照, yeah, 拍照, 拍照, then take picture, and 漂亮. So, attitude is everything. Of course, I know a few words, so my attitude is 99%. But actually, she looked happy. And then I learned, how to say the... of course, what I say is important, but how to say is really, really important. I learned from that experience, and I still remember the tour guide.
Is it very different depending on where the guests are from? If they are from France or from the US or from China or from another
many
country?
of my friends ask this question. But, maybe I can say the personality of Japanese or Taiwanese, because the country is small. But US, okay, depends on the city. It's like a different country. Same China. So I can tell personality of some country, but I cannot tell the personality of the big country.
Do a lot of Japanese people also ride the rickshaws? Oh, interesting. I thought it kind of became so popular specifically for tourists that maybe Japanese local tourists don't want to ride them so much because it's maybe too cliche or too popular.
No, I don't think so.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you've got a little bit of everything and interesting stories to share from people. And as you said, it's about how to communicate with all of the guests and not what to communicate. How much longer are you planning to do this? Is this something that you're doing transitionally now at the moment for fun until you get ready with the Mochi? Or is it something you plan to do for long term?
Actually, my work situation as a lecturer is super flexible. So I can do this job forever. When I have time, I just go Asakusa and rent a jersey or uniform and rent a rickshaw. Then I can do the business. So I will do this job forever.
It's a good workout too.
Yeah.
Do you miss being a pro rugby player sometimes?
Nah. Rugby is a good sport if you play seriously, because you can show your mentality for the teammate. But rugby is terrible as a hobby. It's too risky. Some of my rugby friends are still doing rugby as a hobby. But because of the hobby, you lose your teeth or PCL, or you get operation your shoulder. It's not. For the hobby, you should play tennis or golf, Rugby is not.
So No more rugby, rickshaw forever, and sooner or later the Mochi shop. Do you have an idea of how you're planning to develop this Mochi concept, and when maybe we can see you set it up and go try some of your Mochi?
I already have an idea. Actually, Mochi is having a connection with a shrine temple. It's a really Japanese traditional food. In shrine there is a mochi, kagami mochi.
Yeah.
Mochi is a really important food. So I will make my mochi shop like a small shrine.
Interesting.
And I travel many countries, and I have many friends from other country. And I think one of the good point of Japan is a mentality of the respect. I really believe this point. So I make my mochi shop looks like a shrine. Then every time I make a mochi, I put my respectful mentality in mochi. And I don't do performance, but I do. Arigato.
Thank you.
I will make and I will sell my mochi with the arigato mindset. That's one of the concepts.
I think from all the stories you shared today, the common point was always the inner spirit and mindset, whether it's rugby, mochi, or touring people around. It's kind of all about that mindset you have towards others and the people around. So I'm sure you'll have some very exciting projects coming up, and I hope people will come and enjoy it. Kentaro, we talked about a lot of things. You kind of have a very diverse, very unique career for Japan, and I'm sure it will take you to some more interesting places. Is there anything that we didn't really talk about today that maybe you would like to bring up, whether it's about rugby or whether it's about the rickshaw, something you'd like people to know maybe?
Maybe now many people are thinking about to do the rickshaw business. So I'm doing this business. So I want to tell fun point, and also I want to tell the difficult point of the rickshaw business. These things is the person must know before you start. It's rickshaw business is really nice. It's really good for me, but most difficult point is not guiding. Most difficult point is how to get the customer on the street. Yeah, of course, we having the reservation from the company, and I also having the reservation from the Instagram. Please send a direct message on my Instagram.
We'll make sure to have the links.
I'm always waiting for you. ありがとうございます. And but most difficult things is how to get the customer on the street. This is the main things, This is really difficult. That's why all the rickshaw people having the super thankful mindset to the customer. Because 100 people say no and one person say yes, And then it's really difficult to get the skill, technique about how to get
how to approach them, how to convince them to take
because
a tour.
Everyone's selling the same things at the same price at the same place. Then how you get your customer? This is difficult. So maybe everyone's thinking, rickshaw is nice, good workout, it's really healthy, and I like to speak English, I communicate, but this is most difficult. So if you feel nervous about this point, I think it's difficult.
And as you explained before, a lot of your income also depends on how many customers you get, because it's commission-based. It's not a fixed salary.
Yeah.
How many customers do you get on average per day?
With reservation?
Just if you go and work one day in Asakusa, how many tours do you do usually?
I think one day 4 to 7 rounds.
Okay.
But much depends on the day. But if I work full, but if the customer took the long course, maybe the round is short. But yeah, it's like that.
So a very fun job. You get to talk to people. You get to meet new people.
Yeah, if you get the customer.
If you get the customer.
Yeah, this is the point. Yeah.
It's not as easy as it seems, and people that are interested should really consider it. And for people that are very curious and maybe want to learn more about what's it like to be a rickshaw driver, they can follow you on Instagram. We'll have the description down below. They can reach out, ask their questions.
Yeah.
Kentaro, thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you so much.
It's been a real pleasure to kind of learn about something new, something I didn't know about. Because I've seen the rickshaw drivers. I've never been on one myself, and I always wonder what's it like. And you've provided a lot of insights, plus a very interesting career as a pro rugby player to begin with. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you everyone for listening and watching. This was Unpacking Japan, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye. Super cool.
Arigato.
What a career. Thanks for sticking with us until the end. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to Unpacking Japan. It's the best way to help us grow and ensures we can keep bringing you these deep dives every week. Till next time, take care.